Last weekend, what did you like most from your team?
Well, I think there was moments where we were actually playing really well. We came out and fought after we went down against Washington State. I liked the response. However, for us, we need to get back on track. We've been talking about completing a 90-minute game. So the response was good, but for us, it's, how do we start the game that way and finish the game that way?
Would you look at, the beginning of the game? Is that kind of one of the areas you need the most improvement in this coming week?
If you look at the USC game, we lost in the last 10 minutes. So I don't know if it's a particular time of game, if it's in the beginning or, when we come out at halftime. I just think it's an overall mindset. Yesterday's practice, we had a really good training. For us this week, it's about getting back to basics, and that means some hard work. The base of our pyramid of success is hard work. We need to outwork teams. We have to earn our 3 points, and no one in the Pac-12 is going to roll over. So this week, our motto is just going out there and really outworking the opponents coming up.
ASU this Friday, how similar of a team are they to the team you played last year?
It's a new coach, and he's done a good job down there. So I think they have a little bit of transition, different players, different positions. One of their starting center backs just got a red card last game, so I'm sure they're trying to piece together their starting lineup for this weekend. But as far as Arizona State goes, they're always a really hard team to play. They're gritty, they're athletic, so they still have those characteristics there in place. It's just a different coach, and so it might be a little bit different style of soccer.
With some struggles, offensively, getting the ball into the net, do you put any more emphasis on some shooting drills during practices?
We've talked about being more efficient in the final third. This week we're going back and tracking all of our chances around the box. Everything from our crosses, everything from our final key passes to our shots attempts on frame, and we're going to keep stats of that this week and really kind of show that to our players. But absolutely, we need to find some ways to put the ball in the back of the net, and not having Kira Fawcett, our leading goal scorer, has hurt us a little bit, but I thought Emma Eddy stepped up this past weekend and really showed a little bit of why we wanted her on our team this past fall.
Overall, what's the mood like in the locker room the past couple of weeks?
Well, I think we were excited to get back home. We talk about not having one thing beat you twice, but unfortunately I think our hearts were still upset over the USC game, and we weren't prepared for Washington State. This week of training is being a little bit of a chip on the shoulder, going out there and proving to people where we are and how we started the season really well and getting back on track.
Against Washington, we saw player personnel switch up a little bit due to how Washington plays. Inverted your fullbacks, Costa and Jackman. Do you see some signs against Arizona State, maybe possibly switching it up on the field?
I thought they did a great job as far as our outside backs being inverted, but they were, way more comfortable being on the right and being on the left with their natural foot. Arizona State has played in multiple different systems, so for us it's not going to really be focusing on what Arizona State can and cannot do. I think for us this week it's about focusing on what we can do, what our strengths are, and going back to basics.
Heard the unfortunate news about Brie Parsons' house. Is there any additional information at this time on that?
Yeah, the fires in Northern California, obviously devastating. For Brie and her family, they lost everything in their house. Really fortunate that they were able to get out of the house when they did. And so, our players, we've been talking about creating a GoFundMe account. The athletic department put together a care package. We were able to send that down. But obviously we're devastated for the Parson family and everyone that's been affected by it. Mia Costa lost her high school. She's from the same area, and a lot of friends and families have lost their homes. And so it really has hit home to our team, and we want to do whatever we can to help out the Parsons family.